All right, Matt, be honest. How disappointed are you with the drop or the inability to come down with that one?
Very disappointed. I think I caught the most flack from my wife. She's like, "It hit your hands. You got to catch it." I got a lot of crap from the guys on the sideline after, so got to make the most of the next one if granted the opportunity.
What is the I guess the last week and a half been like? Obviously, the huge dents to the tight end room with injuries and illness. Just the preparation for you. Obviously, I imagine route running not a huge part of it still, but maybe a little bit more than you ever anticipated.
It's just kind of like that next man in mentality. Just kind of they said, "Hey, you got to know this, this, and that," and just kind of really dive into the playbook and try to understand to the best of my ability and execute to the best of my ability.
When's the last time you did any kind of skill position work at any level? Are we going back to like Pop Warner here?
We're going back to high school, like tight end. Like last time I probably caught a pass was 2013, 2014. So it's been a while.
Thanks, Matt.
Tim,
So besides your wife, how insufferable has Taylor been this week after he gets the touchdown on the next one?
Uh, I wouldn't say he's been unsufferable, but he's like, "Hey, that's how you catch the ball." But I'm like, if I would have scored, you would may have not had the opportunity. So you're welcome for that. But everybody's been kind of just giving little friendly jabs here and there.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about the use of the extra linemen. You guys have done it really all year, but really particularly because of some of the injuries, you've done it a lot recently. Just as a guy who's kind of that sixth guy, how much have you loved that opportunity of getting on the field and still being a part of everything, even though you're not that starter?
Just like you said, it's just getting on the field and it's just more playing experience and more reps. I mean, it's not the position that's the most natural to me. So it's just kind of an ability to show my variety of skills, if you want to call it that. So, I mean, it's just nice to get on the field and contribute in a way.
Thanks.
Dave,
Matt, I'm disappointed. You were supposed to say that was planned, right? That you did that just that you dropped that pass just so Taylor could catch the ball. That's what he said after the game, at least, that you told him. So
I wish it was planned that way. I mean, if that's the story we're going to go with, I executed it perfectly then.
yeah. Are you in coach's ears now about giving you another chance? I mean, this is the last one of the season here. So
I've been trying to get that pass thrown for a while now. So they finally threw it to me. So, but I unfortunately didn't give enough confidence to throw me another one.
right. Maybe this week. The other thing I did want to ask you about was just your growth as a player. I mean, we've talked about it before, but we saw you came in here, defensive line and had a huge, transition that you made, and you've played pretty much every game. You've been healthy this year and played well and started and played, that six tackle role, really well. So just the strides that you've seen yourself make, I guess, to this point in your career. Where do you, what do you make of this big, leap that you've made and still what's ahead of you?
I still got a lot of room to improve. I mean, just like I've been saying, it's just an opportunity to get on the field. I mean, with Taylor early in the season, it gave me an opportunity to play a lot. So I just try to take advantage of all those reps and grow and develop as a player, because the best reps are game reps. And I feel like I've tried to attack every day and try to get better at little things here and there. And then that will elevate me as a player in the future.
Obviously, both Taylor and Panay out this week for the time being, at least. Who knows if they're back by Sunday? But how do you sort of split your reps? You play left, right, both in practice, because you could be playing either spot, I guess, depending on their COVID situations.
Just like I said earlier, the next man in mentality, it's you got to be ready for whatever. I mean, if they're back, if one of them's back, it's got to be, hey, you got to be ready to play left, right, maybe the jumbo if they're both back. And it's just kind of being able to do everything and yet focus on one thing at a time is a little bit difficult, but just diving into the playbook and knowing responsibilities and honing in on those fundamentals and stuff will really help.
So this week, do you take reps at all three spots? The left,
yeah,
right,
I mean,
yeah.
Hank told me, he's like, hey, you got to be ready for everything. So whatever comes up is what it's going to be. With this whole COVID thing, you never know what you're going to do. So get ready to play all three.